Hello, everyone. Vicky Ashard here with Nature's Best Art. Thank you for joining me today. Today, I want to talk to you about, well, before you start your exercises, maybe think about a few things. This is my experience with what I have done, and it's just my experience, and I'd like to share it with you. Is that one time when I was walking, I stepped on a stick, and I thought, well, big deal. I stepped on a stick. Well, the next day I had pain in my foot. I had I must have twisted my whole foot or something because then the next day, after that, it started to swell up in my ankle, and my ankle was hurt. And then also my whole entire leg was affected, and it got swollen. So I started, I had to put ice on it for, I don't know, 3, 4, 5, I don't know how many months. It seemed like months, like 3 to 6 months, and somewhere in between there. And I just really want to let you know that if you walk and have these things happen to you, um, we all need to stop and then just take it easy and not push it at all, because you'd be probably hurting your foot, or your ankle, or your or leg more. That's what I thought, when I did it. So I had to actually stop walking for that long, and it was no fun. But I wanted to heal. I wanted to heal before I started, to walk. And then when I did start walking, I had a doctor tell me to take it slow at first. So I didn't do my, full 45 minutes, and now actually I do only 30 minutes. And one day I'll talk about that. But so that's what I do. A day I try to walk 30 minutes a day. But you don't have to try to walk 30 minutes a day. You do what your body tells you what to do, and if you need to talk to a doctor, or you're like you have maybe a coach that you are helping, that helps you with all these things, exercising and your weight control and all that. But everyone's different, so I'm just sharing you my experience, and so you don't feel alone either. It's maybe sometimes easier and fun to have sharing moments like this, so that you don't feel so alone, really. And so then the next thing I wanted to talk to you about was that I'm reading my notes here. It helps me remember. Oh, about not doing the same exercises every day. I do have a routine. I go to the fitness center 3 times a week, and the other times I do different things. And I want to share all that with you in another video. That it'll take a little while to explain everything, and to let you know what I do, and it's working better than if I do the same exercises every day. Because one time I took a weight, in the back of my hand, like the head, and then I pulled a rope and I pulled it over my whole self, and it was 50-pound weight, and I did that pretty often. I did that almost every day, and I think I hurt my shoulder a bit. And another doctor visit, not particular for that, but my yearly visit, I started talking to him. I said, I think this is hurting my shoulder. And he said, well, he says, if you take a weight and you'd go like this, and then down like that, with that grunting noise, he says, you're using too much weight. And so he said, if you can go like this, like 100 times, he says, he said 100, but he probably meant about 50. Go up and down like that without grunting. He says, that's the weight that I need to use. And so I have kind of followed that pretty much. And so I find it very, very much more relaxing, and something that I know that is better for me. In fact, the next thing I wanted to talk to you was, when I go to the fitness center, is that I do some machine work. So I lift up a bar from on my legs when I'm sitting down, and I don't put any weight at all. The guy next to me today had 250 pounds. He was lifting with what I don't even have any weights on at all right now. I started about a month ago, with going to back to the fitness center. And I joined in January, but I just started really going in April when the weather got nicer, and I didn't want to go in the ice and the snow. But I started back, and so I'm starting out gradually. That's another thing that is probably going to be helpful for you, and probably other trainers. Not other. I'm not a trainer, believe me, but doctors and trainers will probably tell you to start out, with a lighter weight, always. And so I'm starting out with nothing. My legs, since I stopped going to the fitness center at COVID time, it's been that long, 6 years, and so I need to gradually work up to what I used. I used to put like maybe 20 pounds, I think, on that one, to lift that bar. So I'm just gradually and slowly and I'm enjoying it. The other machine that I use, it's just one of these bars that I go back and forth like that with. It's not a weight. It's not a bar. It's like you hold on with each hand and you pull it down. It's like a pulley, like. And I'm actually don't have any weight on that one either. I just feel I'm doing what my body wants it to do right now. And so especially since I did, hurt my shoulder that one time, so I want to take it easy with that one. And then the other one is one that I pull this way. I sit down and I pull this way. And that one I'm doing 20 pounds, and I actually have upped that. I started out with nothing. I went to 10, and I'm able to do 20. So I guess it tells you that that maybe my arms are stronger than my legs. But I am doing strength and balance exercises too that I want to share with you one day too. They're really, really good. And sometimes I had gone to physical therapy, like for my leg, and for my arm. And, they showed me different things like that, different ways to move. And I want to show you what I learned too. And also, I've did a few on my own that I learned that helps me. I went on YouTube actually and watched a few videos, and it helped me. So I just wanted to mention those three things. When you're out walking and you hurt yourself, you gotta stop for a while probably and just take it easy. And then the other one was you know uh, don't do the same exercises. Your body needs to rest. Your muscles need to rest now and then. So don't do the same exercises every day. And then the other one was start out slow with the weights, and work your way up. So there's no rush. This is a journey. It's a fitness journey, my fitness journey. Like I say, I'm not a doctor, so you talk to your doctor about things. Maybe if you have a fitness coach or whatever. I want to show you, I did have another, oops, I almost made it to another 10 days, but I made it to 8 days, counting a couple in April. And I can't remember, I didn't write it down, why I made the oops. As far as maybe I didn't do a couple exercises, a routine that I should have done or something. I can't remember. So I'm going to be flexible now and see what I have to do, what I can't do, what I need to do, and I need to write things down when I have an oops, why that happened, and then I'll try to fix that, why, the reason, and then I can work with that. I'm trying to be very flexible. That you'll find that you need to be flexible. You may go on vacation, and that's really hard to keep things going, too. That's another reason that maybe you'll have an oops, not to give up, your reasons, but I know from experience it's pretty hard. Sometimes when we travel, what I'll do in the motels is do my exercises in the motels, and sometimes they'll have treadmills in there and stuff, or sometimes my husband and I will go for a walk when we stop. So all these things. But Mother's Day, oh my, I ate that bread. We went to Olive Garden and I ate the bread and I ate the bread. Stuff that I, ordinarily don't like to do. It's so good, those breadsticks they have there. But I got to get back to, I'm trying to, I did find a pretty good gluten-free bread that I'm trying. It's pretty good. It costs $14 a loaf, but I have a reaction to gluten. It makes my stomach really big. I don't know if you have that problem at all, but so I'm trying to find some gluten breads that I like. I have found one that I really like. It's in Indiana. So, but we'll see. We'll see if I can maybe whenever I go there, bring a couple loaves back and freeze them, and have a slice now and then. So that sounds good too. So all those things we got to think of. We got to think of what we're eating. We got to think of, but don't let it get you down because guess what? Like I said in the first video, it takes me a long, long time to lose 10 pounds. So, it may fluctuate now, here and there. That's why last time I told you I think I told you I had 6 more pounds to go or 7. I can't remember. I should have listened to the video before I got on. But I think I told you like one number off because when I weighed myself and then weighed myself the next day, it fluctuates. My weight fluctuates. So so it's 10 pounds, total that I want to lose, and it's gonna take a while. So because I have a busy life and I love my life. I want to make sure I take care of my family, my husband, and I have time together, take care of all my, have fun with my grandchildren, all 10 of them, 2 great grandchildren, and then the church and what we do in the church is important to me. And nature's best. I love to paint and I love to do all that stuff. I do if you've watched my videos. And so, but I want to have a balanced life. I think it's so important to have a balanced life and to make sure that God is in the center of it all. So until next time, there's lots to talk about, but I better get off this video or it's going to be a long video. You're not going to want to watch it. But so I'm thinking about you and I'm hoping that you're okay and that you won't step on any sticks and have the experience I did. But sometimes it just happens. It just happens that way. So, but take it easy. Talk to your doctor. Talk to your coach. Be flexible and give yourself a little grace. Okay, see you next time. Bye for now.